Formula One has confirmed the intention for the arrival of a new 11th team on the grid for 2026, with a Cadillac General Motors-backed entry entering the arena. After months of speculation, a GM-backed entry, branded as Cadillac, has been confirmed as having an agreement in principle to join the Formula One grid in 2026. The saga of an 11th F1 team stems back to the end of last year, when Michael Andretti's eponymous organization signaled its intention to enter Formula One and entered the formal tendering process begun by the FIA. One of several tenders to apply for the position of a prospective 11th team, Andretti was the only applicant to pass the FIA's stress tests, and the application was forwarded to the commercial rights holder Formula One Management for further consideration. However, having secured the backing of U.S. manufacturing giant General Motors, the Andretti application was, rather brutally, rejected by Formula One Management. However, the door was left open for GM to go it alone. In the months since the rejection, the prospective Andretti team has begun building up its facilities near Silverstone and at its U.S. campus, while also beginning the process of recruitment for its workforce. Major names like Graham Loudon and Pat Simons have already committed to the project. Andretti didn't take the rejection lying down, going as far as U.S. Congress to plead its case, with a resulting antitrust investigation ensuing from the U.S. Department of Justice into the actions of Liberty Media and CEO Greg Maffei. In September, Michael Andretti stepped down from his role as CEO of Andretti Global, with Maffei last week confirming he will depart his role at the end of 2024, the end of his contract. With GM's involvement in the Andretti team remaining unwavering, the American giant will take the lead on the branding of the new F1 team, with the initially Andretti-led program slowly evolving into a GM-led project with Dan Torres at the helm. Cadillac has confirmed Mario Andretti, the 1978 F1 world champion, will serve as a director for the F1 team. My first love was Formula One, and now, 70 years later, the F1 paddock is still my happy place, Andretti said. I'm absolutely thrilled with Cadillac Formula One Mark Walter and Dan Torres to still be involved at this stage of my life. I have to pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. GM also intends to create its own F1 power unit to create a full works team with Cadillac, with this project set for completion by the end of the decade. In a statement to media, F1 confirmed a dialogue has been maintained with GM and its partners since January, and due to the operational milestones and clear commitment, is therefore pleased to move forward with this application process and will provide further details. General Motors is a huge global brand and powerhouse in the OEM world and is working with impressive partners, said FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem. I am fully supportive of the efforts made by the FIA, Formula One, GM, and the team to maintain dialogue and work towards this outcome of an agreement in principle to progress this application to bring a GM or Cadillac branded team onto the grid for the 2026 FIA Formula One World Championship. All parties, including the FIA, will continue to work together to ensure the process progresses smoothly. Well, he was the same person who a few months back was against the 11th team on the Formula One grid and advising Andretti to go and buy another team, and now he is welcoming them, all because of political shifts in the US. Maffei welcomed the addition of such a prestigious US brand like GM, saying, "With Formula One's continued growth plans in the US, we have always believed that welcoming an impressive US brand like GM Cadillac to the grid and GM as a future power unit supplier could bring additional value and interest to the sport. We credit the leadership of General Motors and their partners with significant progress in their readiness to enter Formula One. We are excited to move forward with the application process for the GM Cadillac team to enter the championship in 2026. General Motors will still require a customer power unit for the first 2 years of its entry, until a Cadillac-badged engine is ready for 2028. It is believed that the most likely supplier will be Ferrari with Scuderia, able to fill the customer hole left by Sauber, as it transitions into the Audi Works entry, and Mercedes is already tied up. Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur was coy on the matter when prompted to comment in Vegas. "First, let's wait to have an 11th team on the grid before discussing about the engine," he said. Still, with the aforementioned Silverstone site already working at pace, Cadillac sniffing around Renault's shelved 2026 power unit IP for inspiration, and key hires already made, the General Motors bid looks well prepared. Nick Chester, formerly of Lotus, Benetton, and Arrows, has been present as the outfit's technical director since March 2023, and the prospective entry is awaiting former F1 Chief Technical Officer Pat Simons. Simons, a well-versed guru of F1's technical field, is set to join GM Cadillac as an executive engineering consultant once his gardening leave concludes. There has also been movement from Andretti Global, with former Renault engine technical director Rob White announcing that he has joined Andretti Global as its chief operating officer. What are your views on drivers? Who could join them? With Daniel Ricciardo having a huge US fan base, could he join the team and surprise everyone? Or it could be Valtteri Bottas, who is out of business at the moment? Or both? A few months back, it was looking very difficult to have the 11th team on the Formula One grid, and now the political shift in the US made all the changes. Let me know your thoughts. See you all in my next video. Until then, like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.